This is DNN. Definitely not news, the only news show that I know that admits when we lie. There is no theme music for now, nor is there background music, but I have asked people I know to make some, so, it'll come. And now, the headlines. Anne Widdecombe says Brexit party cannot be held responsible if Brexit goes wrong. That's almost like me saying, oh, don't worry, I'll set fire to the house, but it's not my fault if anything in the house gets burnt because I set fire to it. Subway must pay CBC $500,000 for a failed defamation lawsuit over chicken. I guess it's not defamation if it's true, eh? Intruder breaks into man's home and tidies up and scrubs the toilets. Hey, guy, should I tell you my address so I don't have to do that no more myself? Women allegedly stabbed by syringe of semen during grocery shopping. The attacker needs a little bit more education, because that is not how one achieves pregnancy. Not even close. New Tyrannosaurus species named Reaper of Death found in Canada. That's kind of awesome. Man who spent 5 days in a dog shelter was sad to leave. Gotta wonder, why was he allowed to stay over in the first place? In a failed bid to stay relevant, the U.S. Army rolls out with a new tiny tank called the Baby Yoda. So, do you think that Disney will sue them for that? That'd be something I'd like to see. State Patrol in northern U.S. state that shall be remain nameless ticketed a man for speeding 4 times within 1 hour. So, does that mean the guy was mentally slow, but also really fast? Like that sloth from that movie, Zootopia? Teenager's remains found in Lions Zoo enclosure. That sounds like a Darwin Award. You know how some people say they want to call themselves snacks? This guy might have taken it too far. Escaped baboon that ran amok in the Royal Prince Albert Hospital, Sydney, in Australia, gets a vasectomy. That seems a little bit of a harsh punishment, don't you think? Moscow police seize a custom Batmobile. Maybe they'll actually, get someone who looks like Batman to go drive it now. Indiana police officer arrested for pretending to arrest 16-year-old son. What was the charge for him? Wasting police time? Regulator says it cannot stop companies from installing Homer Simpson or Elvis Presley as directors. But why would you want to do that? I mean, you've watched The Simpsons. You know Homer's track record. That's a terrible idea. Former NFL player calls Trump the first black president at the White House event. This makes me consider that the football player in question may have had a bit too much brain damage during his career. Joe Biden claims to have worked on a 216 Paris climate deal with a Chinese leader who died in 1977. So, does that mean Joe Biden is a necromancer? Or maybe just an idiot? I don't think it's up to me to decide that one. Grassroots group of Republicans say they are protesting the open primaries by voting on Saturday's primary. I don't think that's protesting. I think that's participation. If you drive an expensive car, you're probably a jerk, scientists say. Does that sound like jealousy? I think it does. Canadian authorities probe whether or not to force meatless meatballs to be renamed. what would they call it? Simulations of protein or something else? Police horse given verbal warning in a runaway incident. So, does this mean they think that the police horse can understand and possibly speak English? Maybe the officers in question have been watching too much BoJack Horseman? Over 1,300 complaints were sent to the FCC about Shakira and J-Lo's Super Bowl halftime show, mostly from insecure housewives who want to stop by Larry from oogling those girls and not paying attention to me. Fifth grader airlifted to hospital after alleged altercation with a teacher over a juice box. Okay, you're a teacher. You can get a juice box from somewhere else. This has been definitely not news for this week, and unfortunately, there were no correct guesses this time for whether I was lying or not. But you can always try it again. Thank you for watching.